Okay, good afternoon, everyone who is just joining us right now. Today we have got one of the exciting, and this is going to help a lot of people. The show which we are having today is going to help a lot of people because there is a lot of confusion which surrounds what the functions and the services of our guests. So what we want today is we want to understand the duties and the responsibilities which a life coach is expected to offer. Is it to the public? Is it to maybe to the private sector? Who benefits the services which a life coach offers? So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, can you allow me to introduce a life coach? Yes, but she's having a lot of titles, if I might say, and I don't want to speak for herself, but she's going to explain in detail uh, what she has for us, and it's part of your qualifications. My name is Stuart, and in short, they call me Stewie. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you allow us to welcome Catherine Mapomba? Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. Thank you for bringing me on to the show. It's such a great honor. And good afternoon to our viewers viewing us from across the world. It's such an honor having you here on board with.
Okay, so I don't know, maybe it might be the issue of headphones or something. There is a bit of breaking there, but if you are hearing me, maybe we can start and you can help us here. There is a confusion which happens when people hear the word life coach. What comes to our minds usually it will be the issue of sports. We'll be thinking of soccer, rugby, netball, cricket. So today we want you to help us when someone is said to be a life coach yourself. What are the services which you
Oh,
provide to the people?
okay. It's such a broad industry and it's such a broad term when people mention life because life has so many aspects that affect us either one way or the other. Sometimes we tend to focus one way where we are just saying we want to be successful, but those tiny bit of things that get us to our success is exactly why the profession of life coaching was created. So, in short, we could say a life coach is catalyst to individuals, groups, organizations, nations, speakers, everywhere. We can talk of any profession or any individual who is running their life wherever they are. They can be catalyzed by a life coach to understand how they can best get from where they are, which is the present, to where they want to get to, which is the future. So, in short, we can say a life coach is an accountability partner for success.
Correct, which is more exciting and simplified. But whilst I was doing my research before starting this show, I picked something here. Before yourself, you entered into life coaching. You are a qualified accountant. If my research serves me correct here, you are a qualified accountant. And then what then made you to have this switch from accounting to become a life coach, or you are having all these titles running simultaneously, which here?
Okay, accounting is my primary profession. It's what I do every day from between 8 to 5 officially. And life coaching is what I do 24 hours every day officially to me. So I am employed as an accountant, and I am by an organization, and I'm employed as a life coach by myself. When I'm working from home. Then you're talking about when the thought to become a life coach comes. I could say I've always been the person who wanted to help people get somewhere from a young age. I've always loved I've always loved stages, the light, the mics, and all. So I can take it back to the home where I was raised, where I could stage a show. Maybe you could watch even the news, because I was the news. I could bring the news myself with an imaginary microphone and all, and I would try to always have solutions for things within our home. Then speed up to 2013. 2013, I was in Harare on attachment, and I saw an advert on an investment, a consulting company called Leluk Consulting Company, there, owned and run by Blessing Duri, who is my trainer, who is the organization who certified me. So I sent a message on their LinkedIn, and ever since I followed a profession in accounting. So I sent a message there and said, I've seen that you train motivational speakers and what. I can't remember the exact contents of that message, of that text that I see on LinkedIn. And I tell you what, the message went there because I wanted to be trained as a speaker. I wanted to be trained as a public speaker, because I loved that. I loved doing quiz. I loved just motivating people, and also I thought, oh, this is my opportunity. Maybe I will train. I was on attachment doing accounting. So 2014 passed. There was no response from Look Investments. 2015 passed, response. Then 2016 came. I got a call. I was past graduating. I was already working as an accountant for a firm, for an organization. So a call came in. Then they said, we want you to come and right now. I have a program that is running, and I'm sure you are interested because I saw your message. So I'm saying, what message? Then he said, you sent the message and you say you are interested in this. Being normal and human, fear struck me and said, you know what? I don't know what that was about. Maybe I was so young. Maybe it just excited me for that moment. But I don't know what it is. And whatever it is, I cannot afford it. So I don't think I can come. So Coach Duri was my trainer, and I hope he's watching this and can watch it wherever he is. Coach Duri then said to me, can you just come and see, or maybe for a day, then you can make a decision. And if it's about the money that you can, don't worry. If you're passionate about it, you're going to train. So I went there. Then I get into a room, our training room. It was full of people that had driven themselves there, people that had that I actually could see. These are people that are well established and they are here. So Coach Duri invited me to be on board with these great people who have made their lives to be successes. How is this? So I trained. That was in 2016 from July. I joined the class a bit late because I was in between decisions of saying I can't afford it. So I trained, and then I started training. It was during that moment that I realized this thing has always been with me. This thing has always been part of me, the need to want to help others. Because as I was training to be able to help others, I was helped to overcome a lot of things that had me limited from getting to the heights that I needed to get to. So I could say I am an accountant life coach, and I'm very passionate about both, because being an accountant gives me access to understand the corporate world, how departments work, how the finance, the marketing, and all works, which means I can be in an organization and coach people according to the experience that I get as an employee. Then being a life coach on the side, I deal with people, some who are not professional, who are not employed, some who are even younger and are still looking into the professions. So it also gives me a chance of getting that exposure and experience of saying, I've seen this and I've also learned about this. So you understand how it is like when you've got the book knowledge and you've got the street knowledge. That's the hell of a bomb there.
Well explained. Well explained there. Though here and there, I'm sure maybe it's network or something, but I tried by my best. I was getting everything which you were saying. But now, can you help me?
Okay.
Who needs the services of a coach? Who needs a coach? Is it a company? Do you do this thing on your own? Maybe as a private service or something like that? Who needs a coach? Maybe in brief, you can help me there, because a lot of people, including myself, it was my first time to know about this life coach when I checked your profile when I invited you to this show. Who needs a coach?
Okay, it's like our show here is like we are preempting, not preempting. I was having a show yesterday. Which was supposed to be an interview with one of the most prominent coaches in Zimbabwe, Coach Request Machimbira, where he was going to be talking about also all these things, because we have realized that it's not a few people who do not understand and know who needs a life coach. It's quite a number, and as is now, people think the moment I say coach Cathy, they say, okay, she's short, she can't be playing basketball or volleyball, is maybe something else, what kind of sport. So I'm sure he's still going to be coming live, maybe with you, with someone else, or we're still planning on that. But everybody is a life coach. Everyone needs a life coach. If we look at the lives of the people we always follow and idolize, who are not be in Africa, let's say in America, they're Hollywood actresses and all, you'd realize that somebody sent maybe identified at such a younger age in school, maybe by teacher, they identify that as a speaker, what they do, they invest in a life coach. They invest in a life coach such that a person may have balance in the future already seen in the present. So everyone needs a life coach. Even the most prominent people, they need life coaches. Celebrities they've got celebrity life coaches. They've got young people have got young people coaches. Teenagers have got teen coaches. Corporates have got coaches. For example, Coach Request Machimbira, the one I was talking about. We can talk of Chanda in Zimbabwe is a professional coach who deals mostly with corp. So you look and get to conclusion that everyone, and I say even the coaches, need their own life coach. I'm a life coach, but I have my own life coaches who get me from the present that I am right now to the future, and are my accountability partners. Challenge me, they push me. They are not my friends, my nice friends who always tell me the good things, but they are the people that push me to get to where I want to get, not where they want me to get to. I will answer that very well.
I'm sure you answered it very, very well. We pray that network won't be jealous, because here and there your voice will be breaking there. I don't know, maybe it's the issue of the cord of your headphones there. But I wanted to check something now. When we are coming to corporates now, how do you link yourself? How do you link life coaching to personal growth, behavior modification, goal setting? Is there anywhere where life coaching can fit in, considering now when we are in business now, in the corporate world, life coaching? to this issue of personal growth, etc.?
Okay, what can I say? Albert Einstein said problems cannot be solved by the same level of thinking that created them. I liked it. So we have a person who is coming from their home, going to an organization to execute and see that the organization achieves its goals. But this person is very miserable at home. They don't feel like they are not achieving any of their goals, and they are not achieving any of their or they are not feeling like they are growing. So we are saying we've got a miserable employee in the organization. So where do life coaches get in now? Most organizations which are prominent and um, well celebrated in Zimbabwe and beyond, they go through HRD, which is Human Resources Development. And how do they do that? They invite on board life coaches like myself and the others that are within our country. They invite us to look at life as it is and merge the individual life that somebody has to the corporate life that they have. Because most of the times people spend their days at work, but they still go home and think about their personal goals. So when a life coach gets on board in a corporate organization, they are killing two birds with one stone. So what am I saying? I'm saying to organizations out there who are watching, it is wise to employ or invite life coaches over because it reduces the amount of work and motivation that the organization has to put through to individuals, because some of them do not know that the organization's limitation is not that the organization is not employing enough financial resources. The problem is that the organization has got someone who is feeling like they are not growing. So life coaching businesses or corporate organizations behaviors and goal setting and personal growth and development, they work together. They are children of the same mother, which is development. Because at the end of the day, we want to develop as individuals. And after I develop as an individual, I want to develop in my career, with my career, which is given to me by the organization that I work for. And the organization would want to develop and grow through me. So, yes, life coaching, personal development, personal growth, goal setting, you name it, business coaching, executive coaching, all those things, they branch from the term coaching, and it's about life because all those, they are part of our daily life. I hope that's well answered.
Uh, you answered me very well there. We are enjoying this show. Somehow, I'm sure there are some glitches when it comes to network, but we are understanding you very, very well. But the challenge which might be having is that there in Zimbabwe, I'm sure if you can hold it, maybe it will help. There in Zimbabwe, there is life coaching known, your visibility in Zimbabwe. Are there some challenges which, I mean, this profession, so far, I'm sure you have been in life coaching business for a while now. Are there any challenges which you are facing? Are you well known? If you are not well known, what can be done? Something like that?
Okay. In Zimbabwe, people know about life coaching, but some may not call it life coaching. Some think life coaches are therapists. Some think life coaches are motivational speakers. Some think coaches are inspirational people. People who just post inspirational quotes. Something life coaches are limited to just being team building trainers in the corporate world. Something life coaches especially within some organizations, something that life coaches uh, people who come just motivate their staff to work maybe towards a goal. So I could say, however, life coaching is known in Zimbabwe. It's known by corporates and by people who invest in personal development, personal growth. So what it is the general perspective of people is when they look at it now, some people do not want to invest in it because they think you can just live your life according to the way you want to live it. You cannot invest in anyone. So most people in Zimbabwe who then seek life coaches, they think you seek a life coach at the end of the disaster. So my child is not doing well is in school, or my child is not performing well. She says she wants to be a public speaker, but she's shy and all that. You help her, a life coach. Maybe there's a disaster. My child looks like they are distressed or in that. So the misconception that is generally there with most of the general people is that they think a life coach is a problem solver. It is entirely a problem solver and cannot engage unless there is a problem that has risen, which is maybe life threatening or career threatening or family threatening. But however, I would like to clear this misconception and say you do not need a problem to engage a life coach. Actually, when you engage a life coach, you are actually getting to a point where problems they will always happen in our lives. But when you engage a life coach, you'll be in a better, or I may say easier position to work through a solution after your first problems. And your solutions may come usually entirely from you, but they are of much greater quality than when you wait to engage after a problem has grown bigger than you or than you can handle. So life is known. Then there is the fact of we are in an economy which is difficult to maneuver and get resources. So if a life coach service is required by one person and say Chiredzi there, and the life coach is based in Harare, and there is only one person in Chiredzi, to have physical one-on-one facing each other talking to a life coach, it becomes a challenge. Then there's also the issue that as you look at the other world, at the Western countries and across the globe, Asia, in other continents, you realize that life coaches have got much time at their disposal to be going about and doing life coaching. However, in Zimbabwe, as you have seen that I'm full-time employed as an accountant. Therefore, if my services are required on a Wednesday between 11 and 10, I might be in a meeting at work where I am working, and maybe the the services are required urgent. So there may be misses on but content is there online. Life coaches are there, they are bloggers sharing posts, they are making workshops and seminars, they are ongoing online, they are ongoing physically before the pandemic hit us. So yes, there are a lot of life coaches. And for further inquiry, we've got international coaching membership here in Zimbabwe, which has got the database of coach who is trained and in Zimbabwe and what they actually work on.
So, in short, we can say, if I understood you very well, in short, we can say life coaching, you are also involved into problem solving, and also you need to then check if the problem has been solved. You can be hired by the corporate world to do some workshops. You can also be employed in an institute as a life coach in different types of industries. But I want to ask you something. If one is a life coach, um, for you to be effective, are you supposed to work in groups, or you can be a life coach as an individual, as one person, and you can be effective? What happens there? Do you guys work in groups? You work alone? Which is which here?
I could say we are one very big team. For example, in Zimbabwe, the people that I train together with, we get together for our professional development courses, our CPD. We get our annual awards. We get together in our coaching online groups. We get together, getting each other to know what is going on in the coaching industry, what improvements there has been from the International Coaching Federation, which is the board that governs all life coaches the world over. We that working groups, but mostly, as you have seen, you realize that there are a lot of niches within the coaching industry where we would find that, yes, I'm friends with my other coaches. We are working together in getting the common goal of helping people get to where they want to get in life. But we have got our niches. I coach the youth from teenagers going on to young adults who are at the point of getting into choosing their career path, to the point of them being in a career. I'm that coach to point of developing their careers. Then there are corporate coaches who coaches people, executives or management or leaders in different industries. Uh, then there are coaches who actually, for for example, I can give, we've got university coaching groups that are ongoing at universities. It was initiated by Coach Duri of International Coaching and Mentoring Foundations, where students in universities are helping each other and getting other coaches on hold. Those are group coaches, but the majority are individuals working in their niches or in their areas of passion and expertise.
Yeah,
Did you
I'm
get
sure
me?
you. I'm understanding everything. Let's hope our viewers are also following there.
Okay.
So, as parting, or we are almost concluding now. In summary,
Okay.
before I can maybe then ask you if you've got anything to say. I wanted to ask you in quick time. Do you have some offices yourself, or maybe your association? Do you have offices in Zimbabwe, and where are they? The offices yourself? Do you have offices for life
Okay.
coaching yourself?
Okay. Myself, I am based in Mashingo and I coach from Mashingo. I do not have physical offices. I'm not in office. However, I can go across Zimbabwe for coaching sessions and coaching programs. And I've got seminars that I've been working on and invited on to present on. Then I also have got online coaching sessions that are ongoing with groups and individuals who can access me, who would need my help.
Okay, it has been awesome having you. Somehow, I'm sure the viewers and your followers will benefit. The detailed, you explained very well everything to do with life coaching. Even myself, there are certain things which I didn't know. about life coaching. But you might be having something to say to those people who are following right now, your viewers, those who might want your services. Do you have something to say to them?
Okay. I've joined life coaching because it's calling. It's a passion. It's something that I wake up and it gives me the reason to go on. So I've been helping others, and through helping others, you get helped yourself, because no man is an island of wisdom or what, because we help each other grow. Then the next thing is, as a result of my passion for helping others, I've invested in acquiring the adequate knowledge that is required for one to become a life coach and save others well, because I got certified. And also, on top of that, I would say, if you can get or engage a life coach, please do so now, so that your life defined, your life success defined as a result of one aspect. You have total control over all your life aspects. You will not, people who are coached, not people who are somehow one-sided. You get to understand how some of your strategies didn't work, and all that power is within you, and it needs a coach to actually ignite it and catalyze it, and actually add some flame to it, so that you can be the unstoppable version of yourself that you are actually meant to be, so that you can be the awesome person that you have always imagined yourself as. And finally, I would like to say, keep watching these videos and keep investing your time in things that develop you during this pandemic as we are in quarantine, because personal development is something that I'm obsessed with, and each and every day find something new that you learn. And that's also part of life coaching. You start by coaching yourself, you engage a certified coach, and then you grow to unstoppable heights. Thank you very much for the viewing.
It has been awesome having you on the show. I hope and wish one of the coming month or days, weeks to come, after having or receiving comments, feedback comments, we are also going to also call you to this show. I'm sure, I hope by then network is not going to be jealous. At one time here and there we're facing this challenge with network, but I want to thank those viewers who were patient, they were there, and then everyone, I'm sure, understood that life coaching is a profession which can help solve a lot of problems. And you guys, you are there to make solution. You can even help corporates. You do workshops. You are there in Zimbabwe. You can also, your services can also be needed internationally. And this was exceptionally explained. And I thank you so much. Can you be blessed? Can you stay safe from this world pandemic? I wish you well in your business and in your profession.
Thank you very much.